Hello everybody, I'm Josh, and welcome to my next Let's Play. We're going to play the Planescape Torment. Now, Planescape Torment is not a lot like Neverwinter Nights. I've played this game quite a bit. I actually haven't finished the story through it, so at some point this will become a blind Let's Play with me. Planescape uses the 2nd edition rule set instead of the 3rd edition rule set that Neverwinter Nights did. So some things are a little different, and I never really played 2nd edition D&D, so I'm not quite as familiar with the rules as I am with 3.0, 3.5, or even the original Advanced Dungeons & Dragons. With that being said, you are not really allowed to make a character. You are given a character in which to make their personality, and as the story unfolds, you'll see what I mean by that. In the opening cinematic, you saw zombies pushing what looked like a cadaverous corpse, and that's your character as he awakens from a death state. So, once I start the game up, we'll hit new life, and we'll go ahead and make our character. Alright, so this is our character. He is the Nameless One, for he has no memories. And whenever he dies, he just comes back to life, and sometimes he'll forget, which can change his personality radically. So you could play this character any way you want. You could play them the lawfulest of lawful good, or the most chaotic evil. It's up to you. Now, this game, the leveling up system is a little weird. You have to find somebody to train you to be a certain class. And I've gone through a lot of this game and still never really been able to become a spellcaster. So I think I'm just going to play this one as a straight fighter. Just makes it easy on me. If I find the ability to change into a different class, I may do that. But with that being said, we're going to put, we have 21 points to spread across our 6 attributes. I'm going to put most of it into strength. I want a bit of con. Now, I said I'm going to play a straight fighter, but wisdom has a really good impact on your character here. A high wisdom helps you recall memories and gives you a bonus to experience points. So that might actually be my highest stat. I think we'll go with a 15. I might drop this con back down. Charisma's probably going to be my dump stat. I like playing characters with a little bit higher intelligence. It also gives us dialogue options, and you regain memories faster, so that can be helpful. And Dex can help with armor class. I think actually we're going to dump Dex and Charisma and put 2 more points in Con. So we've got a 15 Strength, which makes us above average and gives us a bonus to our melee attacks and damage. The Wisdom I went over. Con is above average, gives you more hit points, which I think we're at 10 higher hit points than if you didn't put any points in it. And for the Nameless One, he regenerates, so this helps his regeneration rate. The higher your Charisma, more favorable others will react towards you. You can't go below 9, so you can't really dump it, but I'm average Charisma, average Dex, so I don't get a bonus to my armor class. And then above average Intelligence, which, again, I said regain memories faster, gives you more dialogue options. I will not be going into Mage class. Like I said, I didn't even find somebody, I've never found somebody to train me to be a Mage, and the spell casting's kind of wonky anyways, so. But I think with a 15 Strength and a 14 Con, we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and start this game up.
Hey, Chief. You okay? You playing corpse or you putting the blinds on the dusties? I thought you were a deader for sure.
What? Who are you? Who am I? How about you start? Who are you? I don't know. I can't remember. You can't remember your name? Huh. Well, next time you spend a night in this burg, go easy on the bub. Name's Mort. I'm trapped in here too. Trapped? Yeah, since you haven't had time to get your legs yet, here's the chant. I've tried all the doors, and this room is locked tighter than a chastity belt. We're locked in where? What is this place? It's called the mortuary. It's a big black structure with all the architectural charm of a pregnant spider. The mortuary. What, am I dead? Not from where I'm standing. You got scars aplenty, though. Looks like some Burke painted you with a knife. All the more reason to give this place the laugh before whoever carved you up comes back to finish the job. Scars? How bad are they? Well, the carvings on your chest aren't too bad, but the ones on your back... Mort pauses. Looks like you got a whole tattoo gallery on your back, Chief. Spells out something. The tattoos on my back? What do they say? Looks like you come with directions. Let's see. It starts with... I know you feel like you've been drinking a few kegs of Styx wash, but you need to center yourself. Among your possessions is a journal that'll shed some light on the dark of the matter. Farad can fill you in on the rest of the chant, if he's not in the dead book already. Farad? Does it say anything else? Yeah, there's a bit more. Let's see. It goes on. Don't lose the journal, or we'll be up the sticks again. And whatever you do not tell anyone who you are or what happens to you, or they'll put you on a quick pilgrimage to the crematorium. Do what I tell you. Read the journal, then find Farad. No wonder my back hurts. There's a damn novel written there. As for that journal I'm supposed to have with me, was there one with me while I was lying here? No. You were stripped to the skins when you arrived here. Besides, looks like you got enough of a journal pinned on your body. What about Farad? Do you know him? Nobody I know, but then again, I don't know many people. Still, some Burke's got to know where to find Farad. Once we get out of here, that is. How do we get out of here? Well, all the doors are locked, so we'll need the key. Chances are one of the walking corpses in this room has it. Walking corpses? Yeah, the mortuary keepers use dead bodies as cheap labor. The corpses are dumb as stones, but they're harmless and won't attack you unless you attack first. So I should attack one of these corpses and loot it for the key? What? You think it's going to hurt their feelings? They're dead. But if you want a bright side to this, if you kill them, at least they'll have to rest before their keepers raise them up to work again. Well, alright. I'll take one of them down and get the key. Well, before you do that, arm yourself first. I think there's a scalpel on one of the shelves around here. Alright, I'll look for one. One last thing. Those corpses are as slow as molasses. But getting punched by one of them is like being kissed by a battering ram. If they start getting an edge on you, remember, you can run, and they can't. Use it to keep some distance if you need to recover. Alright, thanks for the advice. Alright, so, like a lot of RPGs, this one's going to start off with a lot of dialogue. But, searching the area, grab some bandages, and there is another table over here.
I'm gone.
And we have the scalpel. Alright, you found the scalpel. Now go get those corpses and Don't worry, I'll stay back and provide valuable tactical advice. Maybe you could help me, Mort. I will be helping you. Good advice is hard to come by. I meant by attacking the corpse. Me? I'm a romantic, not a soldier. I just get in the way. Alright then. Time to introduce these corpses to the second death, then. Let's go. Alright, so first thing we gotta do before any of that is I have to remember how this inventory works. Go to inventory, put that there, and I'm going to put bandages in my quick item slot. As you can see, there are quite a few little areas that we get equipment for, including my eye. You have a good number of slots for weapons, quick use items, and arrows, and then this is your inventory. I can hold up to 120 pounds worth of it. So, with that,
I'm gone.
Now, he said just attack the zombies, but I'm going to actually inspect them. There is a lot of secrets in this game, and talking to everybody before you kill them is probably the best way to make sure you get everything. This shambling corpse looks like it's been dead for several years. The skin along its forehead has peeled back, revealing its chalk-white skull. Someone has chiseled the number 569 into the exposed bone. Talking to the zombies doesn't help any, they're mindless, so examine the corpse, see if it's carrying a key. This corpse doesn't appear to be carrying a key, and it doesn't look like it would be able to use one if it did. Its fingers are broken, as if someone smashed them with a hammer. You do happen to notice that its left shoulder is heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. I guess you don't have it. I could talk to it, but again, it won't say anything, so we're not going to leave it in peace, but we will leave it. He has some bandages. I want bandages. They're basically potions. And hey, Mort actually did help.
I'm gone.
Take that.
All right.
I can search this. I know there is a keyboard option to make... Well, I don't know. I think there's a keyboard option to make things that are interactable highlight, but I forget what it is. I will look into that off screen. Next zombie. This corpse's head lolls back and forth on its shoulders. Judging from the angle of the neck, it looks like this man may have been hanged. The number 825 has been painted on the side of his head. Examine the corpse, see if it's carrying a key. This corpse is carrying nothing, but you happen to notice its hands are heavily bandaged. The bandages might be usable if the corpse was disposed of first. Alright, leave in peace, and then we kill it. Bandages will become very useful when we get to enemies that actually can hurt. This corpse stops and stares blankly at you as you approach. The number 782 is carved into its forehead, and its lips have been stitched close. This faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. Alright, examine the corpse to see if it's carrying a key. This corpse looks like the one with the key. It is holding it tightly in its left hand, its thumb and forefinger locked around it in a death grip. It looks like you'll need to hack the corpse's hand off to free the key. I need that key, corpse. Looks like you're not long for this world. Okay. And there is a screw-like key called the preparation room.
I'm gone.
And I don't believe this is the way out. Yep, this door is locked. You'll need a key. Let's make sure I found everything in here. I think I did. Alright, so then there's some stairs up here, but we can't go through there. And
I'm gone.
Then here. I lost the item.
Done.
Little cinematic. Some advice, Chief. I'd keep it quiet from here on. No need to put any more corpses in the dead book than necessary, especially the femmes. Plus, killing them might draw the caretakers here. I don't think you mentioned it before. Who are these caretakers? They call themselves the Dustmen. You can't miss them. They have an obsession with black and rigor mortis of the face. They're an addled bunch of ghoulish death worshippers. They believe everybody should die sooner better than later. I'm confused. Why do these Dustmen care if I escape? Weren't you listening? I said the Dusties believe everybody's got to die sooner better than later. You think the corpses that you've seen are happier in the dead book than out of it? The corpses I've seen here, where did they all come from? Death visits the plains every day, Chief. These shamblers are all that's left of the poor sods who sold their bodies to the caretakers after death. Before, you said something about making sure I didn't kill any female corpses. Why? What? Are you serious? Look, Chief, these dead chits are the last chance for a couple of hardy bastards like us. We need to be chivalrous. No hacking them up for keys, no lopping their limbs off, things like that. Last chance? What are you talking about? Chief, they're dead. We're dead. See where I'm going? You can't be serious. Chief, we already got an opening line with these limping ladies. We've all died at least once. We'll have something to talk about. They'll appreciate men with our kind of death experience. Wait, didn't you say before that I'm not dead? Well, alright. You might not be dead, but I am. And from where I'm standing, I wouldn't mind sharing a coffin with some of these fine, sinewy cadavers I see here. Mort starts clacking his teeth as if in anticipation. Of course, the caretakers would have to part with them first, and that's not likely. Alright, I'll try to remember that. Look, Chief, it's obvious you're still a little addled after your kiss with death, so I got 2 bits of advice for you. 1, if you got questions, ask me, right? Alright, if I have any questions, I'll ask you. 2nd, if you're half as forgetful as you seem to be, start writing stuff down. Whenever you come across something that might be important, jot it down so you won't forget. If I had the journal I was supposed to have with me, I'd do that. And start a new one then, Chief. No loss. There's plenty of parchment and ink around here to last you. Alright. Couldn't hurt. I'll make a new one then. Use it to keep track of your movements. If you ever start to get cloudy on important things like who you are, or more importantly, who I am, use it to refresh your memory. Alright, I got it. Let's go.
Updated my journal.
And with our first journal update, guys, I think I'm going to call it here for our first episode. We got through the first room. Next time we'll make our way through the mortuary and maybe get in another fight or 2. So, thanks for joining me, as always, and I'll see you guys next time. And this time, we're not playing Neverwinter Nights, it's Planescape Torment.